All right, folks, we're at 3 p.m., right at the top of the hours. Let's get started.
Woohoo!
Hi, everyone.
Hi, all. So you can see us, and if you want us to see you, you can undo your video thing. But do keep the audio muted, preferably, so that we can get a good, clean recording. Hey, Pat. Hi, Judy. Hi, Patty. That's all I see right now on my screen.
Shauna and Kim and Lee and 617-512-2061, 541. I lose my little pointer, so I don't know when I have this up. It's kind of funny.
It's up.
Cursor.
Yeah.
I can't
There.
scroll down in the list of participants to see everybody.
Oh, I see your scroll thing over there.
Yeah.
So hi, everyone. I'm Linda Claire Puig. I'm actually calling in from Mexico today.
Lucky
And
girl.
we're just about to have a big, huge storm. It's thundering right now, but it's still bright outside. So it's very interesting. So maybe you'll even hear a little bit of it. But I'm happy to be here with you. And just as a quickie introduction, I run a couple of different businesses. I run ready-to-go articles, and I do some trainings on how to use newsletters for your marketing, and a few other online business training courses. So that's one part of my business. And then of course I'm in business here with Pam. And then there's one other thing that's coming out this year that's going to be fun and exciting. That's me.
Oh, I'm kind of excited about that now too. And hi everyone, I'm Pam Ivy. I'm at my home base today in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. We boast the world's longest freshwater beach. I am a trainer, a speaker, and a business coach. So I have several different companies, but I concentrate on real estate, online marketing, and really profit acceleration. So that's kind of my deal. Of course, co-founder of Adventurous Life. So that's us in a nutshell.
So yeah, sorry, you were going to do this one, Pam.
Is this
you get to see all our messiness, you
I
guys.
can't see everything, but today we're going to go over travel hurdles, and there's 4 in particular that we hear over and over again. So we're going to talk about them and kind of let you know how they can be overcome. And then we're going to reveal the details of our 2018 Adventurous Life trips, which you may have seen if you've taken a look at our website. And then Linda and I have a severe case of wanderlust. We want to go everywhere, so we really need your help to decide where we're going to go in 2019. So we're going to need you to vote on some of our choices. And then we're going to wrap up with a very special, and we have to put special again in capital letters because it is really special, announcements. And there's actually 2 of them. So of course that's our enticement for you to stay till the end of the call, because that's when that will be revealed. So that's our agenda today. And we really want to honor your time. So we're going to keep this to 30 minutes, we promise. Cross our hearts.
This is a first for both of us. So
yes, it is.
let's see if we can do it. So we wanted to just start with an overview of the 4 major ways that we travel, right? Sometimes we take a business trip. We do a day before or a day after and go to some museums or something like that. Sometimes we take a week or however much time and we just veg out. We go someplace and lie on the beach and read a book for a whole week. Actually, this is a really restorative way to travel that most of us don't do, but it's awesome. And it's one of the 4. Then there's the 2 weeks or 3 weeks somewhere and 20 destinations, a night here, a night there. Maybe if you're lucky, you get 2 nights in one location and you see this and you see that, and you come back way more exhausted than you even started out with before your vacation. And then of course there's what I really consider a long and delicious, and it is transformative kind of exploratory type of travel. And I just call this extended travel, just to put a term to it. So this really is where the magic happens. This is where the inner growth and the outer growth and the awareness of different cultures and people, and this is where the magic happens. So we're focused today on that type, because I think we all know how to do the other stuff.
Yeah, we do, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
But here are the four hurdles of extended travel that we
Yeah.
hear over and over again. Time is definitely one of them. How in heaven's name can I take a month away from home, away from my business? How can I absolutely manage that?
Yeah, I've got money to make. How can I take off for 4 weeks or longer? I've got money to make, so I don't have enough money to just take off for 4 weeks or beyond. And then there's the logistics. Well, if I could take off, where I'd have to stay in hotels for a long time. So that kind of goes back to the money. Do I really want to spend um, a month's worth of hotel bills and eating out every single night for a month? So, and where would I even go? What neighborhood's a good neighborhood? Where are the best hotels? All the logistics of trying to arrange
Yeah,
extended
right.
travel. Do I need to rent a car? What do I do with my pets? All that kind of stuff comes into the logistics
Right.
area.
And
And then, of course,
even with the logistics, Linda, is my phone. How do I make my phone work
yeah, yeah,
overseas for long periods without breaking the bank, like having to get a
yeah,
mortgage for it?
yeah,
That's another
exactly,
big one.
exactly.
And then
And
there's fear.
yeah,
Yeah.
that,
And
that just,
sorry.
not you.
It was one of my biggest problems is the fear of being alone because I get really lonesome when I travel by myself. So that's one of the fears.
And I have traveled a lot by myself, and it wasn't so much a fear as it just got to a point where I couldn't stand traveling on my own. So, but beyond that, it's like, okay, if I'm somewhere by myself, then what happens if something happens to me? One time I actually fell on a sidewalk in Rome, and I really hurt my elbow badly. It wasn't bad enough to go to a hospital, but it kind of, it gets you thinking like, what? I'm all alone. What happens if something happens to me? So those kinds of fears are very typical. And I think they kind of they keep feeding into each other. So when you feel fear, then you start remembering that you don't have enough time to go. And when you feel fear and you remember that you don't have enough time to go, you remember that's because you got to make money, you got to
Right.
work. And if you feel fear and remember that you don't have enough time to go, and then realize, oh, I got to stick.
Uh-oh, I hope we didn't lose Linda. But Linda, if you can hear us, you're stuck. So maybe it's the storms that's
Really?
happening.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Now you're fine.
okay. Yeah, I just saw a little notice that said my internet was unstable. So um, hopefully the storm will let me finish. Anyway, I was just finishing up by saying how they really feed into each other, especially the fear. The fear feeds in and kind of
It
makes
reminds you of everything else.
justifies
Yeah,
all of the other ones,
for
right? And make
sure.
yeah.
For sure. And that's why we've
So
created Adventurous Life.
yeah, we don't think that's I don't give any credence anymore to any of those things.
Hmm.
I know that I have time. I know that I can make money while I'm going. I know that the logistics are something that, well, we'll tell you about the logistics, but that's like my favorite, absolute favorite thing to do now because I know where and I know how and I know, what to do. And then my fears evaporate. We're going to share all of that with you. But what we want to do from here is just to help you understand what adventurous life is, what our trips are all about, and then share just a few details with you of the upcoming ones for 2018. And then, like Pam said, get your vote for the next years.
Yes,
So,
we need
yeah,
help.
we feel it's really important for the kind of transformative experience that we're talking about that extended travel offers you is to really experience the culture as it lives.
Hmm.
Pat Mushu, whose video you can see, raise your hand, Pat.
I
So
can't
Pat's
see her.
actually been with me
Oh,
on a lot of different trips, and she knows the difference between going for a week somewhere, going for a day or two somewhere, and then coming with me to one of my long trips. Buenos Aires, Rome, there's several others. And so, it's living in the culture. So that's one of the things that we like to do in our adventurous life trips is to live in the community as opposed to living as a tourist.
and we structure our work days so that they're part of it. There you have vacation time, but you're also still making money. So you're still earning a living while you're away. You can still have those adventures, which is really important.
See, in Adventurous Life Trips, we go places for a month at a time,
Mhm.
but it's not vacation only. It's going to feel like vacation because you're somewhere really cool that you haven't been. Maybe you've wanted to go for a long time, or maybe you just wanted to spend longer there. A lot of people just, like they may go one place and for a few days and think, I really want to go back. But it's there. It's a long enough period of time to experience the culture, and every single day you can get work done and keep earning the money that you need to be there, and you can still feel like you're on vacation.
Exactly.
This is you and me in our little box at home or wherever your office is. This is the normal four walls that we interact in on a daily basis. And so we think that it's important not just for your, your well-being, your soul, your heart, your expression of passion and freedom to get out of there, but we also know, because we've experienced it, that your business does better when you get out of those walls.
Hmm.
You do better in your business when you get out of those four walls, especially if you're in a really inspiring place. It's really kind of surprising. A lot of people have said to me, oh, but I'd go and I wouldn't want to work, in this place, and I wouldn't want to work. But it's surprising when you know that that's part of what you do each day, and you
I
do it
thought
in the
that
setting.
exactly. The first time I went away for a month at a time, I thought I'll never work, but I never worked harder. And I think it was because, just as you say, I was so inspired by different surroundings. I was feeling so creative. I wrote more than I ever wrote before.
And you didn't not try, you didn't not see the place,
I
right?
saw
You didn't not
everything too, but I
experience it.
worked my buns off so that,
Yeah,
and I worked in chunks of time so that I could go out and do some sightseeing whenever they were offering, say, a walking tour or something. I just scheduled my day around it, but I still got my time in. And
yeah,
I mean, we're our own business owners. We don't have to work 8 hours a day as long as we get what we need to done, right?
that's right. That's right.
But it's so true. It's amazing how inspired you get when you get out of that box. Mm.
Absolutely.
And look who
And
that is.
guess who that is? That's our friend Pat. So she knows the experience of traveling to a bunch of different places, and also the experience of traveling on her own. And while all that we've been saying up until now, yes, you can live like a local. Yes, you can get your work done while you feel like you're on vacation. And yes, you can get out of the box of your normal four walls that you see every day. Yes, you can do that. And I've done that for years and years, but you don't have to do it alone. I used to think that I had to do it alone. And until Pam and I started working together and creating this, I thought that's the only way that I could travel. And now we discovered that it's not true. We
No,
can.
and that's what Adventurous Life does for you is we create an instant community. So you have someone, if you want to, I mean, you don't have to, but you have someone that you can go sightseeing with and experience things with. And that's part of my joy of traveling is sharing beautiful vistas or experiences with other people.
So when you think about those four main fears, that generally speaking have kept, I would say, most, if not all, people from the kind of travel that they really want to do. And inside what you have. You have a desire. You wouldn't be here on this call if you didn't have some sort of desire to travel to places that are interesting to you. So when you think about the time and the money and the logistics and the fear, it's like this style of traveling really hits all of those. You can take time out because you can still be working and making money. And we've got tons of different kinds of tips about how you can, make sure that your pets or whatever, significant others get handled at home so you can actually take a month away from, we've got lots and lots of tips for you about that. But you can take the time, you can earn the money while you're there, so you don't need to worry about it. The logistics are all done for you. That's the part that we do. We know where we're gonna host everybody for co-working facilities. That's your office away from home. And we arrange our housing around those and in interesting places, again, in local neighborhoods. And so, the fear of going by yourself or of something happening to you and nobody knowing it, that kind of dissipates also when you travel with a group of people. And we like to say that this is not a tour. This is not a retreat. This is not a workshop. This has combination, and it has elements of all those different things. We're creating the container for you to come and have the experience that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep, your
anyway,
housing,
I'll get more
and
into that.
your
Yeah.
housing and your workspace are all taken care of. And I'm
Yeah.
just looking at the time. As we said, Linda and I have never kept it to 30 minutes. We're already at 15, so we got to speed it up
I
here,
know. We're
guys.
good. We're
Okay.
good. Yeah, so we've already told you a little bit. So Adventurous Life trips include co-working space, your community that's there, and it's not a community that moves en masse to one location after another. It's a community that lives in a similar neighborhood and works in the same co-working space, but beyond that, it's flexible.
That's right.
Someday you might go on a walking tour with this group of people, and another day you might take a beach trip with this group of people, so it's very free flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Living like a local is by far the best way to experience a place. Even living in a hotel somewhere for a month would still not give you the experience of being there and shopping in the grocery store where they shop, and catching the tram at 8 a.m. when everyone catches it, going to work. It's just like you get a real feeling for the culture. And then I can't see the last one there.
Adventures.
Adventures.
Of course. But that living like a local, there's nothing like it. I know I had only done vacation travel before, and spending a month in a location, it's so different. And you'll hear us continuously say transformative, because oh my God, it so is.
Yeah.
The whole trajectory of my life has changed literally since I started doing this. So
And
something
so
that we do
while,
offer, oh
yeah,
sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
during
hot.
our trip, we really encourage you to interact with the locals. So working in a co-working space, we're working with locals as well. We also have various presentations and that kind of thing, whether it be by chefs, well-being presentations, but we're going to be inviting people in from the local community to chat with us and give us a taste of local life. We're also going to be doing mini meetings on a rotating basis. This is an example of what we might have, maybe a Motivation Mojo, Wellness Wednesdays, where we talk about wellness, and anything we want to chat about on Fridays. We have member shares. That's one of the beautiful things about traveling with like-minded people, is there's a great opportunity for collaboration. And also, there's also opportunity for our participants to give workshops, to share their knowledge, and just really do resource shares with each other.
And that could look like, I'll host a potluck, or it could look
Yes.
like, I'll share with you a meditation technique, or it could be, oh, I've got this great app, you've got to
Yes.
use it. And the other thing that's really cool is that it's almost like instant focus group, because you've got a lot of different business owners all coming from varying levels of experience and expertise. You've got people that you can bounce ideas off of right and left. Last month, when Pam was in Vietnam, she was there with a group of people, all younger folks. That's why we created Adventurous Life, because we
Yes.
wanted to have it for a certain age. So she was with younger folks, and our website was hacked, and we had all kinds of trouble that was going on. And so there she was with techie people. So talk about, it wasn't really a focus group; it was like an emergency
Help
session.
me. I was in tears, so everybody wants to help.
Yeah, yeah. And I wanted to say one other thing about the local talks. One of the things that I love about sharing, having people come in and talk to our group and interacting with them, is that I feel like it makes us more mindful and aware of the cultures that we're in, but also just globally, the global experience of living. And integrating with different cultures by virtue of talking with talking with and doing things with the people from there. It just
Mhm.
expands your awareness so hugely, I think. And I just personally feel like this could be so useful around the world for more of us to have an understanding of other cultures, other countries, etc.
Yeah, we both mentioned we feel like global citizens.
Yeah,
It's really quite profound, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, it is. So our first trip, we already have people who've already signed up for this, quite a few actually. So Lisbon, Portugal is our first one, and it's May 20th to June 16th.
And I'm so
And
excited.
yeah, super excited. We do still have a few spots for that. We're keeping that one a little bit on the lower side in terms of enrollment, just because we wanted to, that's our first one. That's our pioneer
Our
trip.
maiden
So
voyage,
yeah,
yes.
we have a bunch of pioneers coming with us. So if you'd like to be a pioneer, there's special pioneer pricing still. Um, so yeah, is that the next slide? I can't
Um,
remember if we,
yes, it is.
yeah,
There you
yes it
go.
is.
Good
So
timing.
since yeah, this is all available on our website, but we just want to go through it really quickly. You still have time to, enough time to get a good flight over there, so you can still come with us to Lisbon. And the full pay price is $26.97 or $14.97 if you want to do a two pay. With
1427, yes.
sorry, $14.27. Yeah. We do have 2-week options on all of our trips, so we just wanted to show that to you here. It's for those who absolutely want to come and absolutely can't come for 4 weeks. So we really encourage you to come for 4, because that's where the real depth of the experience comes from.
Mhm.
But if you need to come for 2, you can always ask us. If it's not displayed on the website, you can always ask us. This happens to be the one for Lisbon, so that's your $19.97 for 2 weeks, or 2 payments of $1,097.
Perfect. Oh,
Da,
we're
da, da,
excited about them
da.
all, just saying. Our next one is September 2nd to 29th, so a month in Rome, Italy. How romantic is that? And could we have found a better picture? I don't think so.
I don't know. Rome is my favorite and Pam's favorite place in the whole world.
Yes. So
Thus
far.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so far. And our regular pricing is early bird pricing is $29.97 for a full payment, or 5 payments of $657. But if you apply by April 30th, that's when you get that early bird savings.
Yeah. Apply and sign up for that
Yes,
trip.
that's right. The regular price,
And
of
I
course,
should
is
say something about
31.97.
the application process, Pam, right?
Oh, good idea. Yes.
Yeah. So rather than just going to our website and clicking a link and saying, I'm signing up right now and here's my credit card, what we want you to do is to fill out our application, and then we schedule a conversation with you, because we want to make sure on both sides that it's a fit.
Mm.
We're a fit for you, you're a fit for us. And we're pretty lenient. So don't feel
We're
like
pretty
it's,
lenient, but you better be a
yeah,
cool person, because it's just filled with
yeah,
cool people.
yeah, we want to fill it with cool people. So yeah, so
Sorry, I'm really excited about
that's
this one
okay.
too.
That's okay. Let's go. You can find
November,
this all on the website.
yes. November 18th to December 15th, we're going to, I know
Bali.
Pat's coming with us,
Yep.
Ubud
Yep.
Valley. So this I know is on a ton of people's bucket lists, and everybody that I know that goes says you have to be there. And we actually have it, I think, on our website, but it's really true. A number of my friends have gone, and Linda's friends, and actually have stayed. I have
Yeah.
3 friends that are staying at least till the end of this year. They love it that much. So I am so excited about Ubud, Bali.
Yeah. I have friends also that I'm just going for a month and they stay for 6, or
Yes.
in the case of one fellow, I think it was 4 years.
Oh my goodness. Well, it is
Yeah.
pretty cool from what I understand.
Yeah.
So once again, it's the same price as our Rome trip. It's $29.97 early bird. So you need to apply and register by April the 30th. So you have almost a month
But
to get it
because
on
it's
that
far
deal.
away in terms of timing, we have a
Yes.
7-pay plan instead of a 5-pay plan, which we have for Rome. So
Yeah, it makes it super affordable, that's for sure. 7 payments of $467. I think we can fit
yeah.
that in as entrepreneurs. So this is where the fun is, and hopefully this is going to work for us. We really need your help. So we're going to do the voting in two parts because we have far too many places that we want to go, and Zoom's polling only allows us to have 10. So let me just bring up the polling, launch the poll. Can everyone see this poll?
Yeah, I love this.
Yay! So we're doing Europe first. If you can choose your top 4 choices in Europe, where would you like to go in Europe? There's some really cool places, of course, Amsterdam, Barcelona, Bologna, Crete, Dublin.
Pat, Pam, how do you actually vote? How do I select?
Oh, shut up. They said
Okay,
thoughts. Are you able to?
no, I can't. Can anybody else? No. Okay, so here's what we want you to do. Sorry about that. Just in the chat, just put your top 4. And you don't have to put just put the city name.
That's
Okay.
stupid.
Yeah.
I went through all the instructions. They have the instructions printed even, and it says you just launch the poll
Oh,
and
look. Yeah.
it's stupid. Oh, somebody's able to
Somebody
do it
is able to vote. Huh.
because we can watch it live. It's pretty cool, and then we can share it.
So, okay, so people are able to vote. Huh. I wonder why I'm not. Pat can't. Whoever cannot vote, put your top 4 choices in the chat, okay?
Because it says click on the boxes, but we don't even see boxes. So isn't that a son of a
Yeah.
gun?
Maybe
Sorry,
because
people.
we're hosts, Pam? No,
Well,
but Pat's not a
Pat's
host.
not a host.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you can vote, vote. And if you need to type it in, then just do that in the chat box. So we have 11 people who voted. So the top 4 are European destinations, and the bottom ones are the rest of the world.
Cool.
This is awesome.
This is awesome, but I can't. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I
I don't know
lose
why it's
my.
not working for everybody, but
That's very strange.
yeah.
Yay, Buenos Aires is way up there because that, again, I know Pat, you love it too, right? Linda and I love Buenos Aires. It's one of my favorite places in the world as well.
Yep.
Maybe I'm influencing the vote there, but that's cool. Sydney, Australia is way up there, way up there.
Okay, we have 15 people, 16 people who voted. Let's see how many are voting on.
Cool.
Okay, good. We've got other votes here.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to have to wrap this up
So,
because we only got a couple of minutes left, people. So,
no way.
yeah, wait. I don't know how we're supposed to do this in 30 minutes. I thought you were crazy. You are
We'll
crazy.
keep voting. We won't end the meeting, but if you haven't voted,
Okay,
keep trying to do that.
cool.
Okay, go, Pam. Oh yes, our special announcement.
It's so special.
So special. We have a special price for anyone who wants to go to all 3 of our 2018 trips. All 3 of them. I mean, think about the end of the year. You know, you're doing your what my last year was like and what I want my next year to look like. You're doing your kind of reflection. And you think back and you go, dang, I went to 3 incredible destinations and I got my work done while I was there,
I'm
and I
still
had
making
met
money.
amazing people. Yeah. So our special price for all 3, can you go back to that, is $79.97, and that's your one pay. And then if you want to do a payment plan, which we totally would understand,
Yes.
there's a $2,000 down payment and then a 7 payment for the remainder. So $997 for 7 months.
And we've got 3 or 4 people already asking about this. So,
Yeah,
people, you've been
yeah,
asking how much. I think this is a
yeah.
really good price. This is how much off of each trip it
I
averages.
think it's about 1,100 off of the 1,100 from the total of the 3 trips.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
And yeah, it's pretty awesome. And the other special is if you fill out your application today for any of the trips, let's say you just want to go to Rome, or you just want to go to Bali, or just come with us to Portugal, or you want to do the whole 3 trips, and you fill out your application today, we're going to give you an extra $100 off of whatever it is that you sign up for. So make sure that the, Pam, the link slide.
Colleen, what if we already filled out our application and talked with you? Discount?
Yeah, you get all of these prices.
How many trips do you plan a year? This year, obviously, we're going to have 3 more trips, but next year we're planning on 6 of them. In Canada, in order to, because you know, us Canadians have our healthcare plan. In order for us to continue with our healthcare plan, we have to be in the country 5 months out of the year. So that's why we're planning 6 trips. But you know how we were saying that my life has completely changed? It's changed the trajectory of my life since I started this traveling. I'm actually selling my house and I'm going to be traveling 7 months out of the year. And then I'm just going to
Sweet.
be Airbnb-ing for the 5 months that I'm in the country. I'm so excited. So those
So
are our specials
yeah,
today.
there's the link. That's the application link. So
And it's 3:31.
adventurouslife.io/apply.
That's right, adventurouslife.io. We're calling that an international organization, although that's not what IO stands for. But adventurouslife.io/apply. And we hope that you'll join us.
I think, yeah, we're done. I think we're done with our.
Yes, we're done. Yoo-hoo!
But the last question to leave you with is this one that we sort of talked about a little bit in some of the emails inviting you to this is, who will you become as a result of these trips, whether you take 1 or all 3? Who will you become? I know that for me, my life is radically different from before I used to travel and travel with my business to now when I do. So I invite you to just think about that for yourself.
How true. So once again, there's the link in order for you to join us. This is for people aged 40 plus. It is not only women, although, you know, in Lisbon, we're saying, come on, guys, because it's all ladies so far. But we do encourage men. We love the male mojo. So, yes.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us. This was
Yes,
a
thank you.
race to finish in 30 minutes, but we really
Woohoo!
wanted to do that.
So
And
we're taking your questions if you have any
yeah,
during your interview. So bring them to your interview with you, and we hope to see you soon.
there, I
Thanks,
ended the
everyone.
poll. And thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.